Have you ever woken up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or maybe just before sunrise, only to find yourself walking to the bathroom once again? In the quiet hours of the night, when the world is resting, many elders across India rise, not from noise, not from dreams, but from a familiar pressure deep within. It begins softly, a gentle discomfort, but over time, this pattern becomes a companion, night after night. Many believe this is simply old age, something natural. But today, I wish to gently challenge that belief. Because what if this nightly struggle isn't about aging, but about something else entirely? Let me tell you a story. Auntie Meera from Delhi, 72, used to wake up 3 times every night. At 2:00 a.m., she would shuffle across her room with tired legs. Again at 4:00, she'd return to bed, only to stare at the ceiling. And just before dawn, one final visit would leave her drained before her morning puja. She tried sleeping pills. She blamed her age. But something didn't feel right. Her doctor suggested a simple blood test, and what they found changed everything. It wasn't her kidneys. It wasn't her age. It was a quiet deficiency of 3 small nutrients. And when she addressed them, her body remembered how to rest again. Today, I'd like to walk with you through each of these nutrients, and also 7 small habits that have helped thousands of elders sleep peacefully, confidently, and without interruption. Let's begin with the first silent helper, vitamin D. Most people know it for bones. Some connect it with immunity, but very few realize its powerful role in bladder health and peaceful sleep. Inside your bladder are tiny receptors, like little antennas. These need vitamin D to function properly. Without enough of it, the bladder muscles become confused, sometimes too weak, sometimes too eager. And this confusion leads to false signals, especially at night. You may feel the urge, rush to the toilet and pass just a few drops. That's not your kidneys failing. That may be your bladder crying out for vitamin D. The gentle news, this does not require strong medicine. One of the most natural ways to help is simple. Sit in soft morning sunlight between 7:30 and 9:00 a.m. Just 15 minutes on your face, arms, or feet can make a big difference. And if sunlight isn't always possible, your kitchen holds quiet solutions too. A glass of fresh cow's milk, a boiled egg with breakfast, or for those who eat fish, a small portion of sardines or mackerel cooked in mustard or coconut oil. If you're vegetarian or mostly indoors, your doctor might suggest a gentle vitamin D3 supplement once a week. Auntie Meera started with just this: sunshine, a better breakfast, and 1 small tablet. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping 6 hours straight. She said, "I thought my body had forgotten how to sleep, but it just needed the sun." Now let us talk about magnesium, a quiet mineral that speaks to the body in whispers. Not with noise, but with calm. Many elders don't realize this. Your bladder is surrounded by muscles, smooth muscles. Their job? To stay relaxed until the right time. But these muscles depend on nerves, and the nerves depend on magnesium. When magnesium is too low, these nerves become overactive. They send signals too soon. The muscles contract before they should. And that's how, even with a half-full bladder, the urge becomes unbearable. The symptoms are often silent: frequent night urination, light cramps in the legs, restlessness just before sleep. But there is relief, and it's gentle. In many Indian kitchens, magnesium-rich foods are already waiting. Leafy greens like palak and methi, cooked in sesame or mustard oil, roasted seeds, just 1 spoon of pumpkin or sunflower before bed, millets like bajra, ragi, and jowar, which balance both blood sugar and nerves. A warm khichdi, some sautéed vegetables, and a spoonful of seeds. This is more than dinner. It's nourishment for sleep. For those who eat little or have digestive concerns, doctors may recommend a magnesium citrate supplement at night. Mr. Ranjit, a retired teacher from Jaipur, followed this path. He used to wake up 3 times a night. After adding just these small changes, he now sleeps almost straight through. He said, I didn't need a new medicine, I needed a new rhythm. Now, let's turn to something familiar, vitamin C. Most people think of it as the cold-fighting vitamin. But beyond immunity, vitamin C is a gentle healer for the bladder, especially in older adults. As we age, the inner walls of the bladder can become inflamed from acidic urine, poor hydration, or stress. This irritation sends false alarms to the brain. You need to go now, even when there's hardly any urine inside. Vitamin C calms that irritation. It reduces inflammation. It helps the nerves quiet down so they stop sending emergency signals for no reason. But that's not all. Vitamin C also supports collagen, the soft elastic tissue inside the bladder. With age, this tissue loses its stretch. The bladder can't hold as much. But with enough vitamin C, the elasticity returns, just enough to hold on a little longer at night. Best of all, India is rich in natural sources. Amma, Indian gooseberry juice, or chutney in the morning. Guava with a pinch of black salt around 4 p.m. Coriander, capsicum, even a slice of orange, but always before 6 p.m. And for those who need extra help, a doctor might recommend a 500 milligram ascorbic acid tablet after lunch. Let me share the story of Auntie Leela from Chennai. She had been waking up twice every night for over 2 years. She started drinking amla juice daily after her morning prayer. Within 1 week, she said, "It feels like my bladder is calmer." Habit 1. Reduce water injury after 7 p.m. Now that we've met the 3 silent vitamins, let's shift our focus to everyday habits. Because even the right nutrients cannot help if our routine is working against them. Let's begin with the most common mistake: drinking too much water after 7 p.m. Many elders, fearing nighttime trips to the bathroom, avoid water during the day, only to drink 2 or 3 glasses after dinner trying to catch up. This pushes the kidneys to work harder, exactly when they're supposed to slow down. The result? More urine at midnight, 2 a.m., even 4 a.m., and broken sleep that leaves the body heavy and the mind foggy by morning. A better approach is simple. Begin hydrating from the moment you wake up. A glass after brushing, mid-morning, and again with lunch. After 5 p.m., slowly reduce. After 7 p.m., avoid water unless absolutely needed. This routine gives your kidneys a clear message: now is the time to rest. Uncle Ramesh from Nagpur made this one shift. He drank most of his water before 3 p.m. By 6:30, just 1 small glass. In just 2 weeks, his sleep improved. He said, "I didn't need less water, just better timing." Habit 2. Avoid tea and soup after 6 p.m. In many Indian homes, evenings are filled with comfort. A warm cup of masala chai, a bowl of light rasam, or perhaps a glass of buttermilk before bed. But here's a quiet truth. These drinks, while soothing, are mild diuretics. They gently push the kidneys into action. For elders with sensitive bladders, this becomes a problem. Even 1 cup after dinner can lead to multiple wake-ups through the night. Uncle Arun from Kochi loved his green tea at 8:30 p.m. He believed it helped him digest better, but he kept waking up at 1 o'clock, 3:30, and 5 o'clock. When his doctor suggested moving tea to before 6 p.m., the change was immediate. Within 10 days, he was waking only once per night. And he said, "I thought it was old age, it was just my tea time." If tea or soup brings you comfort, enjoy it. But shift it to the afternoon or early evening, ideally before 6 o'clock p.m. Let your body unwind naturally, with less fluid and more stillness. Habit 3. Proper sleeping position. Now let's talk about something often overlooked: how you sleep. Many elders rest on their back, using thick pillows, wearing heavy night clothes. It feels comforting, but unknowingly, it may be pressing on the abdomen, creating pressure on the bladder. When the body lies flat on the back, especially with raised shoulders or tight clothing, it can mimic a full bladder, even when it's not. Doctors now recommend a gentler position. Sleep on your left side. Use a soft cotton pillow under your head. Place another small pillow between your knees. Wear light, breathable cotton nightwear. Keep your room cool, not cold, just a gentle breeze is enough. Mr. Menon, a retired teacher from Kochi, made this change. He said, "I never knew my pillow was disturbing my sleep. Now I wake lighter, clearer, and my back pain is better too." Sometimes peace begins not in medicine, but in posture. Habit 4, not going to the toilet to make sure before sleeping. In many households, there's a quiet ritual before bed, just in case visits to the toilet, even when there's no urge. It feels sensible, but over time, this habit teaches the bladder a dangerous lesson: to feel full too early. The nerves begin sending signals for small amounts, just 100 or 150 ml, when the bladder is designed to hold 400 or more. Auntie Savita from Pune had this habit. Every night, she'd sit for a few minutes, wait for any feeling, then go just in case. But still, she woke up 3 times each night. Her urologist introduced the true urge principle. Only go when you truly feel the urge. Now she pauses, takes deep breaths, or reads a few pages of her book. She said, "I started trusting my body again, and it trusted me back." Teach your bladder patience. It remembers how to wait, if we let it. Habit 5, rest your feet before sleeping. As we age, something quiet happens in the legs. Fluid collects during the day, especially when sitting or standing for long hours. At night, when we lie down, this fluid returns to the kidneys. Suddenly, the bladder fills faster, and just when sleep begins, the urge appears. But there's a simple way to prepare your body. Before bed, lie down and raise your legs. Just 15 to 20 minutes. Use a pillow, a rolled towel, or a small cushion under your ankles. Let gravity gently drain the fluid back before you sleep. Mr. Rajesh from Surat tried this. He also ate dinner earlier and reduced water after 7 p.m. Within 1 week, he was waking up only once. After 3 weeks, he slept 6 straight hours. He said, "I never imagined something so small could make such a big difference." Sometimes the best medicine is rest. And rest begins with preparation. Habit 6. Walking early in the gentle sun. There's one quiet habit that combines 2 powerful gifts: morning sunlight and gentle movement. Many elders sit indoors all morning. The windows are shut. The body stays still. But just 15-20 minutes of slow walking under soft sunlight can transform your sleep. Why? Because this habit helps the body regulate melatonin, the sleep hormone. It also improves blood circulation, eases leg swelling, and boosts vitamin D production naturally. You don't need a park or long walk. A short stroll on your terrace, veranda, or even near an open window with sunlight is enough. Doctors from Harvard Health suggest that morning light helps reset your internal clock. This makes it easier to fall asleep at night and stay asleep longer. Uncle Harish from Lucknow began walking gently on his balcony every day at 7:45 a.m. Within 10 days, his sleep became deeper. He said, "The sun and I became friends again." Sometimes better sleep begins at sunrise. Habit 7. Eat dinner before 7 p.m. Reduce salt and fat. In many homes, dinner is served late, often after 8 o'clock p.m., with comforting curries, pickles, and sometimes salty snacks like Pop-It. But after age 60, the timing and salt in your dinner can silently disturb the night. Salty foods increase thirst. Heavy dinners take longer to digest. Late eating means your bladder stays active long after bedtime. Doctors from the Cleveland Clinic warn that eating late and salty can increase urine production overnight. That means more pressure on your kidneys and more broken sleep. Try this instead. Have dinner by 6:30 or 7 o'clock p.m. Keep meals light, steamed vegetables, millets, soft dal. Avoid extra pickles, fried items, or spicy chutneys. Skip buttermilk or citrus drinks after sunset. Auntie Latha from Hyderabad made this change. She used to feel bloated and thirsty at bedtime. Now she eats early and light and says, "I finally sleep without waking for water." It's not about eating less. It's about eating smarter. So, dear friend, let us gently gather all that we've discovered today. 3 small vitamins. Vitamin D from sunlight and morning meals. Magnesium from greens, seeds, and millets. Vitamin C from amla, guava, and gentle fruits before 6 p.m. These nutrients don't shout, but they quietly restore balance to your bladder, your nerves, your sleep. And then we met 7 simple habits. Drink more water early, less after 7 p.m. Avoid tea, soup, or buttermilk after dinner. Sleep on your left side, light clothes, cool air. Trust your body. No toilet just in case. Raise your legs for 15 minutes before sleep. Walk gently in morning sunlight. Eat early, eat light, eat with less salt. Each step is small, but together they create space for healing, not through pressure, not through pills, but through rhythm, kindness, and understanding. Your body has not forgotten how to sleep. It just needs a little help remembering. Across India, in small towns and big cities, many elders rise each night, not from dreams, but from discomfort, from a bladder that refuses to wait. But now something has changed. Because you've listened, learned, and perhaps something has shifted within. Maybe it's a new understanding. Or maybe it's just a soft voice inside that says, "Let me try." Small acts, walking in sunlight, sipping water early, trusting the body again. These are not treatments. They are acts of care, of respect, and of finally turning that care back toward yourself. You've spent your life caring for others. Now let this next chapter be about caring for you. Gently, naturally, not through force, but through awareness. And if anything you heard today spoke to your heart, I invite you to do one simple thing. Type the word hope in the comments, or share one small change you're ready to try. Because someone else may be watching quietly, just like you, waiting for a sign. And if you found this video helpful, please support us by clicking subscribe and tapping the bell icon. It's free, and it helps this message reach more elders who need it most. You may also share this video with a friend, a cousin, or someone in your family who wakes up tired. Sometimes that simple share is a gift of peace. May your room tonight feel quiet. May your body feel listened to. And may your sleep return not from pressure, but from peace. You deserve mornings that are light and nights that ask for nothing except rest.